You still sick?
No, maybe.
No, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, like, aren't we always sick? What is being sick?
I'm sick of that bullshit. I'll tell you that now.
What is sickness? What is illness? It's all just in our heads, right?
No, that's not true.
That's what RFK said.
That's not true.
It's not real.
It's not true.
There's no such thing.
Welcome back.
Thanks. We're recording. We're live.
We're live. We're back. We're recording.
Live. I'm happy to be back.
It feels good to be back.
Feels good to be back for all the people that have been just on the tip of their seats waiting for the return of Sofa Tomatoes.
Yeah. And
we're back.
For all the people that don't know, what you clicked on, this is Sofa Tomatoes.
This is it. This right here.
And I'm Tom Sofa.
And I'm Mike fucking Tomato.
And I'm gonna get you a little bit more in the
frame. Thank you. Thanks, Chief.
That's what I'm gonna do. And we're back.
Yeah, after a brief hiatus.
Yeah, a hiatus. We tried to get one out on time for you guys. Couldn't deliver,
It's our first flop. Because we missed a week. My fault. My immune system decided to shit the bed, the proverbial bed.
Do we blame the immune system or do we blame just the talk box? The talk box.
I don't. It was a weird sickness, So it where it started was in my throat. It was in the moneymaker. But it wasn't I didn't have any crazy symptoms. It was just a pain swallowing. And then once that started to resolve itself, then it was just here comes the aches, the chills, the fever, all that jazz. The aches, the chills, the fever, ham, turkey,
aches, chills, fever, and jazz, huh?
It was really something. I was out for
ensemble.
I wasn't deathly ill.
That's good to hear.
Where I needed to go to the hospital.
That's excellent news.
But I wasn't okay.
Okay.
And I could have been contagious.
Where do you think you got this illness?
My body is.
Should we point a finger?
Yeah, and it's cigarettes.
You're pointing the finger at a cigarette.
Yeah, because I think that's what did it. My body just says you can't have fun anymore. I can't smoke weed. Drinking kills my stomach, and now I can't smoke cigarettes. The one thing that used to give me joy, I can't even smoke a cigarette anymore. I literally have a cigarette tattooed on my body, and I can't enjoy cigarettes anymore. Maybe it was a bad pack, but I'm kind of off put from them.
You're over there just trying to deny that you can't have cigarettes.
It's
You're
so
maybe
sad.
It was a bad pack. Maybe it was the wrong time of the day. It couldn't have been that it's
a cancer-causing substance and full of shit that's gonna make you sick anyway. But God, what's happening? Everything is coming up roses in my life for the most part, except I can't have fun with substances anymore.
I hope you guys didn't tune in for a peppy pod, because we are not a peppy pod.
This is not.
Now. I'll tell you right now.
We're couches and tomatoes.
Should we just go ahead to the hill to die on? It sounds like we're just on that track.
That's where we're going.
It seems like we could just skip the bullshit.
I got a
skip the talk of this.
I got a week of pent up angst and frustrations of
and
life.
Mucus, yeah.
And that's what this pod is. It's a release. It's just letting it. We're shooting out information into the ether and letting whatever sticks.
Sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My new band, Sticks.
Wow. I think that's pretty original.
With a Y.
Okay. All right.
I think the original Sticks was spelled with a Y too.
It was for sure.
Yeah.
STYX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're missing the second Sticks. That's what makes it new.
Sticks. Okay. All right.
Do you want to get into Hills? Do you really want to just jump into it?
I was just offering. It seemed like you were just
on a tangent, just on that roller coaster.
Up, down. So I figured I was just offering.
Well, maybe I'm waiting for a bipolar diagnosis. Maybe that's in my future too.
No way, man.
It's possible.
No.
Anything's possible these days.
You're not. You're far from bipolar. That's the thing.
I'm so unipolar. It's disgusting.
You're this. You're this is that, and that's this.
Yeah, I'm literally just a unipolar whole.
Yeah,
that's where it is.
You got that going for you.
Good
job.
Thank you.
We can do Hill if you want to do
No,
it.
no, no,
We're
no.
gonna
We
make
we
him
can
wait.
build to it. We
Make
can
him
build to it.
wait.
But like it's been a week,
Okay.
right? So like what are some fun? What are fun? Well, it
What
doesn't
are
have
fun?
to be fun.
Yeah, fun.
There's no fun. Fun is dead.
Fun is fun.
But like any life updates that you want to share? Because
Life update.
things are gonna change, especially on the pod in the near future.
Yeah, that's true. I'm moving. I haven't moved yet, but I'm gonna move at some point in my life here very soon. To Oak Park, which I'm
Oak
excited
Park.
about. We got this luxe little apartment action.
You bougie bitch.
We'll see if it's bougie or not. We gotta
Oak Park?
Yeah,
That's bouge.
It's bouge. It's a little bouge. We'll see.
That's the bouge of bouge.
It's not excessively bouge, but it'll be nice. It'll be a good change of pace.
I think so. I think it'll be exciting that you and your special someone are finally moving in together.
First time.
That's a big step in a relationship.
Scary stuff ahead.
Scary stuff. It's you no longer can like separate yourselves when you have little tiffs.
We'll find ways.
I mean, it's a 2-bedroom, right?
2 beds.
2 bed, 2 bath.
2 beds, 2 baths.
Yes, you have
one of the bathrooms. I mean, has a tub. The other one's got like a shower with like a closing thing. It doesn't need a curtain. It's like a closing.
Like a door.
Like a door. Yeah.
Nice.
Sliding door.
Sliding door.
Yeah, it's gonna
frosted glass.
Frosted glass.
Love it.
It's gonna be sweet.
Love it.
I'm very much looking forward to it.
I don't even need a tub. Are you a tub person? Like, do you take baths?
When I lived in Des Plaines and I had like a king tub, I was taking baths.
Really?
Oh yeah, I was buying bath bombs and I was bam, bam, bam. I was bombing down in there.
Oh wow.
Oh yes.
I've never been a bath person.
Oh, I mean, this tub that I had, it had little jacuzzi jets in it.
I guess
You know,
you might as well get a hot tub in your
might as well
own
take a little
bedroom.
jacuzzi once in a while. You know.
Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, maybe if I had that kind of setup.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never.
If it were just like a regular old tub,
Like what you currently have.
yeah, I don't fit in a regular old tub. Like
Yeah,
that.
it's not happening.
No. But I mean, I think Rachel will tub down a couple times. She's already talked about using that bathroom as her like spa bathroom.
Cute. Okay.
Which I'm all for. You know.
Yeah.
That'll
You
be
should
great.
get one of those saunas that you can like set up in your room.
Oh,
From like Costco, and you can have your own like little personal sauna.
maybe
That would be pretty.
that's next level.
That would be pretty unty.
That's next level. We only have so much space. We'll see. I'm open to it. We'll just have to see.
But a good shower is a fantasy. One of the things, so I like to go on Zillow and look at houses that I'll never afford.
Of course,
But
yeah.
like pretend that I can afford it. Like, oh, never. The kitchen,
Yeah.
terrible layout. How could you?
$5 million? Not with
You
that
want $5
kitchen.
million for that
Not with
kitchen?
that kitchen.
Absolutely not.
I'm not a buyer.
I can't see myself entertaining in that kitchen.
No.
Like that's how I play the game.
Right.
And one thing that I always look for is like the master shower.
Sure.
What does the master shower look like? If it is not updated, looks like shit, immediately no.
Right.
Because what I love is a fantasy of a shower that has like multiple jets and heads, steam functions, good marbling all around.
Well, you want water coming from all different angles?
I want to be sprayed by water in directions that I don't see coming. I want to be surprised by the water.
Here's what I want.
And where it hits.
I want what you're talking, but I want you go in and in the middle of the shower, you step your 2 feet on and it's like a little circle thing. And that itself spins you slowly.
You want a lazy Susan in
I
your
want
shower?
a lazy Susan. Yeah, that's right.
So like you just like stick your arms up and you spin and you're clean. Very like Jetsons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
See,
just like
I
that.
more want to like luxuriate. I want to lay down in my shower.
You want to lay down.
Yeah. Like I'm not a bathtub person because I don't want to sit in my own filth.
Sure.
That's like the shower you drain right away.
Right.
You don't sit in it. But if you had like, I don't know, like a lawn chair kind of thing or like a pool chair, you know what I'm talking about? The ones that you can like lay out.
Sure.
And it's got little holes to drain, and you're just in there getting massaged by the jets, and there's a steam function. You have speakers in your shower, bitch. So you're just like pumping up the jams.
Yep.
I want to teleport into a different universe when I'm in the shower.
That's nice.
Like I want almost a sensory deprivation experience.
Yeah.
But not floating in salt water.
That sounds nice.
But I want that kind of fantasy. So if I ever have the luxury or opportunity to own a house and do what I,
with it,
God wills to happen,
all the money's going towards the shower.
The bathroom is going to be a big expense because you spend a lot of time in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I want that place to be a sanctuary.
Okay, here's an idea. How about instead of pimp my ride, pimp my bathroom?
Love it. So I already subscribe. Where do I subscribe?
There you go.
HGTV.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Done.
We have a new idea for you.
New idea. Pimp my ride's over. Pimp my bathroom has begun.
Pimp my shitter? No. Pimp my loo.
Pimp my shitter is so bad.
Screw my loo or do my loo. Redo my loo.
Redo
my loo.
Redo my loo.
Redo my loo.
Redo my loo. I like that.
Yeah. UK version.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that would be a good idea. But I'm behind you on that. Yeah, good bathroom vibes are good things.
It's very important for me. Mm-hmm. That's one thing that I really take pride in is a good bathroom. You can tell a lot about a person by the state of their bathroom.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You really can.
Yeah, we all got bad days. Sometimes our bathrooms are in shambles, and that's just how it is.
No, nobody is a perfect person.
Not me, that's for sure.
But
I'm a mess right now.
If your bathroom is discombobulated,
sure,
I'm going to assume that person might be too.
Yeah, well, safe bet. Safe bet.
Oh my god, drag name miscombobulated.
Miscombobulated.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. Miscombobulated.
Miscombobulated.
That's actually a pretty good one.
It is a good one. It's
I like that.
Fun to say too.
Yeah, it is a good one.
All right. Let it be known.
If you need a new drag name, hit me up. Got you.
Yeah, I like that. How's everything else going? Everything else is okay though. Like you're
on my side of the
now,
stuff. Yeah, we're healthy. So one thing I haven't told you this yet, but I'll tell it on.
You've been
the pod.
saving it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Did you get that job in Colorado?
No. If only.
Wow.
But I am applying to places in Colorado.
Again.
Yes.
Running it back.
We're back on it.
Okay. You're hooked.
And
you're addicted.
I've already got one rejection letter.
Yeah.
So
well,
coming for you.
You're one closer to the yes.
That's so true.
That's what the salesmen say.
AARP decided that I'm not fit to be a fraud investigator, and that's okay.
Okay. I think you could do that.
I think I could totally do that.
So
I literally do that now for my job. So I was a little bit shocked at that, but whatever.
Yeah.
But you gotta shoot your shot. And everything on TikTok now is, for me, like my algorithm is like job market, job searching, like how to do your resume, like what the 2025 resume is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a lot of content where people are just like venting to the camera about how shitty the job market is.
Oh, it's only going to get worse.
And I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that it's a terrible experience.
With AI and all that shit.
All of it's going to be such ass. Yeah, but
pass.
I'm remaining positive that whatever happens will happen. I've talked about it with my therapist where I've wanted to do this for a while. This isn't like a pipe dream that just kind of came out of nowhere.
Okay.
Before I even started having panic attacks and was diagnosed with all that fun jazz, like moving to Colorado was going to happen. Like that was in the works. Like I was making moves financially and all that jazz. And then I started having panic attacks and I was like, well, maybe I should have.
Can I just point something out?
Yeah.
You've really been saying all that jazz a lot lately. I like that. You should stick to it.
Like the phrase all that jazz.
Yeah, that's like the fourth time in like 5 sentences.
I haven't even noticed.
All that jazz.
I haven't even noticed.
It's impressive.
And I haven't even watched Chicago.
Yeah,
lately.
you're throwing all that jazz at everybody. Anyway.
Love it.
Talk to me. Keep going. I'm in.
So since I was dealing with that kind of mystery diagnosis for a while.
Yeah.
And my support system is here.
Sure.
it was never a good time to jump, because if I was doing that all by myself in a foreign land,
You just never know.
brutal.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Brutal.
yeah,
So now that I'm back in, I think I'm in a good spot.
yeah.
I think I'm in a really good place financially. I think I'm in a good like headspace.
Yep.
And I think now is the time to do it, because I do feel a little bit of pressure in this sense that I'm now approaching the very latter stages of my 20s. And if I don't, and like, this is a good time to fuck up and make mistakes, because you have, some redemption time later on to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
If I blow my credit or if I go into massive debt, like, this isn't the end all, whatever. Like, I can still build a retirement plan later.
For sure. You got time.
So I would like to do it now, where I could go, I could experience it. If I love it, amazing. If it doesn't work out, I just go
Come back. Yeah.
Right. And it's not the end of the world. It wasn't meant to be. So be it. Yeah, like, that's just part of life.
World's going to go on.
And I don't think I've ever done anything kind of bold for myself. I've always kind of followed a path of least resistance. I think that's just a survival instinct, but also that is just kind of my personality. I never really challenged anything or wanted to put myself in a lot of stress and do that. Like, when it comes, like, for college, for example, like that one brief moment where I wanted to go to the University of Oregon. Yeah. That was like a bold thing that never ended up happening. And I always, like, the coulda, woulda, shouldas and the regrets, of my early and mid 20s. I don't want to keep having those experiences. So now I'm just like, fuck it. Let's go to Colorado. Maybe not even Colorado. Like, I might actually look into Portland too.
There you go. Go farther.
But just the Pacific Northwest, just the mountain vibes. I want a different culture, a different speed. I love Chicago. I think it's a great city. I like all the hate that it gets. I think is completely unfounded, but some of it might be a little true, especially when it comes to the parking. But
parking's the worst.
I don't think I'm a big city person at heart. I think I've done it. I can do it. I don't hate it, but I think genuinely where I will find myself is like in a relatively medium-sized cosmopolitan area. Like Denver, like Portland.
There you go.
Because I was just walking through, like I told you, I'm hijacking this podcast for a second. But anyway,
take it, run with it.
Like I told you how after I got my shots today, I was walking through Michigan Ave, State Street. Like I really kind of took a moment, because it was a beautiful day today. And I took a moment to just kind of like walk downtown and, had some like moments of thought where I was just like, yeah, it's cute, but like, I don't feel like this is like I don't walk out of the car, or like I don't walk out of a room or like of an establishment and be like, hello, Chicago. Like that's not, I don't feel that jive. Like I don't feel that.
Okay.
I don't feel that energy in those spaces.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that I would like to try something different and see if I just feel more comfortable, or
there you go.
Feel different vibes that benefit me in other places. I don't know. We need to try things.
Dude, I say get the hell out of town.
Right. And you can come visit.
Get the hell out of town.
And you could actually go skiing on a real mountain.
Yeah,
I mean, fun.
I just got to go skiing on a hill first, but I'm with you.
Hiking, come in the summertime.
That I want.
Like, it's great.
I'm about that. I mean,
the only thing about Denver that I won't like is the restaurants. Denver has shit restaurants.
I guarantee you will find things to hate about everywhere you live.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But it's like Chicago's food scene is so good.
Oh my God.
It is so good.
Yeah.
And the only thing that like might compare it is like New York.
Oh, dude. I would kill for a New York City slice.
Not the Costco.
Well, the Costco, to be clear to you guys, Mike and I, we just got a Costco pizza, a little bit of sushi. We're doing a little sush and za type evening. And I will say that a fancy Italian slice is for sure better than a slice of Costco pizza. You can't beat the price though. Can't beat the price.
You cannot beat that price.
$10 for a freaking pizza.
You cannot beat that price. In this economy, cannot beat that price.
Can't beat that price.
Takes you places. But yeah, that's my newest update. I'm aspirational. I'm feeling very aspirational.
So the newest update is that you are back to the ready to move.
Yeah.
Jig.
We're back on let's do something bold, let's do something different.
Hell yes. I am so pro.
Yeah.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Thanks.
You got to do it. Jolene will love a change of location too. You
I
never know what that cat likes.
You never know
until you put her in a new place.
I would love to harness her up and take her on walks.
Ooh.
I would love to do that. She just hates being held.
What about like a little cat backpack that they got? You ever see those?
Yeah, but she like pees in her carrier every time. Like she doesn't like being in confined spaces.
You gotta. Well, sometimes she's got to learn. That's how they learn.
Building like a catio, I would love to do that for her. So I've been looking at like some apartments in the Denver area, and a lot of them are like in these big complexes, these like big community complexes,
right,
and stuff like that. But a lot of these places also have balconies,
right.
And so how cool would it be if I could build her like a little catio out on the balcony?
Cool.
And she could just vibe out there.
It would be very cool. She would love that.
Part of the reason, well, one, I think she would like hate being held, and it might have an adverse reaction to it, whatever. But right now, there, like bird flu is still going around.
Oh yeah, that stuff never ends.
Cats can get it.
That's a shame.
Cats are susceptible to bird flu, and it's like incredibly fatal. So I got to be a little careful about her outside exposure. I even I'm a little bit careful. Like by me, this woman, she is the bane of Avondale.
Okay.
Where she buys a giant ass bag of Riceland rice, and she goes under the bridges at Belmont and I think it's Kimball, and she throws the rice everywhere for the pigeons. So there's nothing but pigeon shit everywhere. Because birds, in case you didn't know, birds can't even eat rice. Like it's not good for them. But this bitch is always out here throwing rice, which is illegal in Chicago. Fun fact. But so when I come home, like I make sure to like keep my shoes away from her in case like there's bird flu in the pigeon shit.
Dude.
Which it might be overreacting, but she's my little baby.
You ever see you ever watch the TV show New Girl?
I've heard of it. I've never watched it.
You've heard of it, never watched it.
Yeah.
There's a character in that show, believe it or not, called Winston.
Okay.
And Winston has this trait where he loves to prank. And he goes, I'm Prank Sinatra, baby.
It's a good name.
Hilarious. But the best part about him being Prank Sinatra is he does one of two things with every prank. He either goes way too far with the prank or doesn't go far enough for it to be like a good prank. Okay. One or the other. It's never middle of the road solid prank. It's like always
too far scars the person.
It's either a disaster or they don't even notice that they got pranked.
Okay.
One or the other.
Yeah. And
I think of what this woman is doing is like a Prank Sinatra. She's taking a prank just a little too far.
Is she the Prank Sinatra?
That's what I like to think. I imagine she goes out there, she throws the rice. She thinks, shit everywhere. She's like, I got all these motherfuckers.
Like that's the thing. Like, I don't even know if she lives in the area.
That's the good prank about it.
But I've seen her. Affect her. I've seen her do it.
Yeah.
And she has like a whole system set up where she walks out with the big bag of rice, like the 5-pound bag of rice.
So Prank Sinatra.
And then she throws it all around.
Yeah.
And then she has like her driver come pick her up and they dart off to the next underpass and do the same shit. It's incredible how
she's scheming, man. She's got a scheme that she's running.
It's so wild.
I don't know how she's winning, but she is.
It's just so much. And even like Joe and Nicole don't even walk Remy in that direction anymore because there's so much pigeon shit.
Right. Got to be careful.
It's not even a minefield. Like I'm walking over pigeon shit constantly. And I have to go that way to get on the train because that's where the train station is. It's over there.
To be the Prank Sinatra of Avondale.
Ugh. I don't even know what she is.
She's the Prank Sinatra of Avondale.
I'll think of a name for her, but I think she fancies herself the pigeon lady from like Home Alone.
Love Home Alone.
But she will never be that diva.
Yeah,
She will never be that diva.
Such a good movie.
But she tries. She tries.
That's true.
They're fucking Riceland rice.
Prank Sinatra. Anywho,
What are we, owls? What are we, owls?
we can be owls.
I love owls. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 bird.
Those things are crazy.
They're incredibly silent. The most silent flyers.
Ooh.
Scary
Ooh.
stuff. A pet owl would be lit.
That would be so cool.
I would love that.
Yeah, like Harry Potter.
Harry.
Yeah, right. He's got an owl.
Yeah, he does.
They do owls over there. Owls
they're
like whimsical. It's a very whimsical animal.
An owl is very whimsy. They
movements are very whimsical.
They have a great lore.
Yeah.
There's a great lore of owls within ancient human history. Like they are known to be kind of deities of wisdom or fear or like apocalyptic events. Very cool animals. I think because their eyes are so
they got those eyes
piercing. Such fascinating creatures. Incredible predators. 10 out of 10, like I said.
10 out of 10. So, dude, what you been watching lately? I know we've talked a little bit, but like, what do you want to tell the people that you've been watching lately? And you got to get into it because we got to bring the funk.
So, if you like a superhero,
here we go,
but modern, Invincible.
Hold on, have you talked about Invincible already on the pod? Okay, so you're just recycling.
The season just ended.
You're recycling.
So, season 3 had just ended. The finale of season 3 came out today. It was a fabulous episode. I really liked it. There were some parts of the season I'm just like, what are we doing?
Okay.
But I think as a whole, I think season 3 wrapped up in a good place where season 4 is set up to be fun. After that, I mean, White Lotus and Severance have been occupying most of my time.
Yep.
I have so many theories about both.
True.
I think Severance is a little bit more pointed now because we're getting really close to the end of season 2.
Yeah.
And it's been season 2 has been really slow for the most part.
So spoilers. So Cobell invented Severance.
What
are your thoughts?
I think that explains why she was like so like integration is possible. I can prove it. It happened. And why the Egans like stole her shit, but I don't know like if Cobell is going to turn around and become the hero.
That's what people think. That's what they think is about to happen.
I mean, I think she'll save Mark
because she definitely seems like she's going anti-Egan.
Well, because they did her dirty twice.
Sure.
They stole her invention.
Yeah,
and then they fired her for saving the company, but also like lying about Helly's suicide or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Because I think she's still so Egan. I think it was her sister when she went to that house. Or her aunt.
Did you remember? So let's go off on a little tangent away from Cobell for a moment.
Yeah.
So have you been deep on like TikTok Severance?
I've seen some.
A little bit.
Yeah.
So like right now, all the rage, they're back on Cold Harbor. Do you know what they're back on with Cold Harbor?
Why they're going to drown Gemma.
Okay. I don't know where you got that from. That's an interesting theory. I haven't heard that one.
Really?
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, okay.
They're going to drown Gemma.
Yeah,
wow.
They're going to drown Gemma.
Here is where it gets interesting. So do you remember in the Gemma episode?
Yeah.
They were building a crib?
Yes.
If you zoom in on that crib, it's titled Cold Harbor.
Okay. So there's a baby.
So it's something to do with the baby. And I think something to do with now maybe Mark having gotten Helly.
Oh, I have seen that
pregnant.
Theory. Yeah.
Cold Harbor is like going to be actually complete because that happened.
So I've seen the theory that like, yes, there's going to be a baby. Helly's pregnant and it's going to be like one of the Kiers or one of the old Egans or Kier reincarnate or something. Like that's the idea.
Interesting.
I've seen that theory. I've seen where Cold Harbor, they're going to drown Gemma because in the Gemma episode, when she asked her like in a mudslide, would you be more scared of drowning or suffocating? and she said drowning.
Right.
And then through all the rooms and stuff that she's gone through, it's all kind of like the fears, the tempers, or whatever.
Right.
And the whole idea of severance and like pure severance is to remove your fear of death or something. And so if they could drown Gemma without being afraid of drowning, then like severance is perfect.
Didn't follow that, but okay.
Something like
No
that.
worries. Anybody else follow that? Send us an email if you followed that. Comment.
Something like that.
Comment if you followed that, people, because there's no shot.
Crazy. But I think...
Yeah, I think you're crazy.
Well, that's just the theory. It's a theory.
Yeah, theory.
And I think that... I don't know. I really hope that... Well, I don't think Cold Harbor is going to happen, one, because Mark is reintegrated. So I don't think they'll ever like fully get there. But I was, in the Gemma episode, so devastated for Gemma to see that she's Gemma there. Like, she is herself in that room, and she only becomes like multiple severed persons when she goes into these other rooms that are associated with these codes that the macro data refinement is doing. Like, each room name matches one of the files that they're doing. So what are they refining? I think it has something to do with Gemma's behavior, emotions, psyche or something. And I don't know, man. Like, I just think
it's scary stuff.
Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah, I mean, definitely somebody's gonna die.
And I think it might be Gemma.
Gemma dead, huh? Gemma down.
I think Gemma's gonna die because maybe...
A lot of maybes.
I don't know. Like,
because maybe, I don't know. That's good podcasting.
No way there's no way. Well, okay, well, all right, let me change it up a little bit here.
Right,
How do you feel about the theory that Rickon is Lumen? Like, he's associated with Lumen.
Yeah, I believe that.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
I think so too.
For sure. And do
you think his wife, Mark's sister, Devin, do you think she is severed?
She doesn't have an iPhone.
Yeah, I know, like, everyone points down Apple TV, but like, I don't know if that really stands, because I don't think anybody has an iPhone in that show.
Who's to say?
But who knows? Maybe Devin is not actually...
I heard that she's severed Devin in some way,
yeah. Where, like, that whole town is Lumen, right? Like how that, when we saw in the Cobell episode, where that whole fishing town was Lumen, this whole town that Devin and Mark and Rickon and all them are in is Lumen. And something that could point to that is when this season 1, where they're at the book reading, and Innie Mark is like out and doing the thing, and Rebecca is like, I have sores on the back of my head.
Oh, I know.
It's from my bird, but it could be from the severance procedure.
Yeah.
And they're all severed.
How crazy was it in the Cobell episode when they were like huffing and Cobell took a huff? Do you remember this?
Not really.
The Cobell episode, the guy that drove her up to his sister and his mom's place.
Yeah.
Her sister and her mom's place.
Like her former lover. I think they were an item.
Maybe at one point, whatever. But he's like he's an addict to huffing.
Yeah.
Right? You remember this?
Yes.
And he like sells that to people in the town.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, he gave it to the diner guy.
And Cobell initially was like, no, I'm not gonna. And then she huffs. And then she goes, I haven't felt that since I was 8 years old. Which was like, homegirl straight up was...
Because that's what Lumen did before the severance procedure was invented. Yeah. That was like their thing, to like control the people.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah. Yeah, I did see that.
That's crazy.
I mean, that's a real thing, like in cults and stuff like that. There's allegedly some type of like powdered chemical from a plant that if you like blow it into somebody's face, they literally become your puppet. Like you can do whatever you want to this person and they won't remember anything and they'll just do whatever you want.
You know some of the craziest facts, man.
It's wild. I forget the name of it, but it's like it was big in Colombia for a minute, and then I guess I saw a thing on Reddit where it was in like Indonesia. I don't know.
That's the type of knowledge I don't want.
Knowledge is a blessing and a curse.
That's the type of knowledge that I will unsubscribe to.
I think there's a healthy balance to knowing too much, which in itself is an oxymoron, but I think I like to I'm a curious soul and sometimes it gets me in trouble. I'll say that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. You know what I've been watching?
It sounds like Severance.
Duh. You know what else?
Let me think of a sitcom where people just live their lives in middle class America.
Yep.
Roseanne.
Nope.
King of the Hill.
Close. No.
King of Queens.
Yes.
Yeah, figured.
Yep. I'm on the tail end of King of Queens. Finally, I'm at like season 8, episode 15.
How many seasons are there?
Don't even know. Scared to look. In case
Okay.
there's too many.
Because I feel like it was on for a long time.
Is, and these episodes are kind of starting to drag a little bit. They're really grasping at straws, but that's okay. I mean, it's still funny here, it's still funny there, but the newest episode of Mythic Quest was nuts. It was so good. Charlie Day, who's one of the writers on it,
This is on Apple.
is on Apple.
Yeah, okay.
It's Charlie Day and Rob McElhenney are the writers. Charlie Day for the first time, and I think it's on season 4 of Mythic Quest now. Charlie Day finally made an appearance as a character in the show, and it was awesome.
Okay.
He had such a good monologue. I really enjoyed it. And he like broke down like life and growing up and like type of thing.
So it was a meaningful monologue.
It was intense.
It wasn't
There were tears coming from my eyes. I'm very empathetic with stuff like that. Dude, it happens so frequently these days with TV shows for me. Like it does not
so emotional.
Does not take much at all.
Men are so emotional.
It's just like
I haven't cried watching a TV show since God, I don't even know.
Oh my God. I just sit here and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
I can't remember the last
tears just coming. I'm like, oh my God. And then it ends 10 seconds later. I'm like, wow, that just happened.
Yeah,
Feels good.
I can't remember the last thing that made me cry.
Dude, you should try it sometime.
Other than like real life.
You should try it sometime.
I mean, I think everyone deserves a good cry. I definitely love.
I'm so empathetic with TV shows.
I love a good cry. I think it's you got to get those emotions out.
Yeah.
I think that's important. But I don't know. I can't think of something that was like incredibly sad that I watched lately.
Dude, I cried after like every episode of Shrinking. Like it was so good. So they just like pull on the heartstrings of empaths so well.
And you're an empath?
I'm very empathetic, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say so.
Would you qualify yourself as an empath?
Yeah.
You would.
You don't think so?
I sure, why not?
You don't think so?
I'm not saying that. That's not what I said.
I'm asking.
I think anyone could be, and why not you?
You think not me?
That's not what
I'm
I
over
said.
here crying at TV shows.
That doesn't make you an empath. That just means
what does it mean?
Sympathetic or emotional.
So I'm a sympath?
You could be a sympath.
The fuck's a sympath?
But I don't know. Who's to say? I can't say you're an empath or not. I'm not a doctor.
Does it take a doctor to
qualify you as an empath? I don't know.
Empath.
Maybe because
saying it like that.
Because that's a bold statement about your person.
I would say that.
I think you have empathy. I don't think you're a sociopath.
I feel like
but to be this like
empathy just falling out of my ears,
falling out of your asshole.
Yeah.
That like I don't know, the empath. It sounds very
You're
like
jealous.
Science fiction-y, where it's like
nope, I'm just a beast.
Sure. Why not? I mean, if you could be anything, like an empath is a good thing to be.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it out.
It means you're less likely to be an asshole.
Well,
generally speaking.
No, that's not true.
So if you are an empath and you use your empathy skills
Maybe I'm bipolar.
to negatively impact other people's lives, then you're a sociopath.
No. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get what I don't even know.
Easy.
Don't even know. I'm neither of those things, and I'm fine with that.
Anywho,
Are you one of the people that can like visualize stuff in your head?
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like what kind of
So like if somebody was to say like, if you visualize an apple, do you see an apple in your head?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure.
I am too.
For sure.
I forget who told me that they weren't, but I think there's somebody at work who told me that they weren't. They can't do that. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah, fired.
How do you not do that? Or like the people that don't have internal monologues.
That's a whole different thing.
That's wild to me.
That's a whole different thing.
That's literally why I have anxiety, is because I'm internal monologuing all day, constantly.
Back and forth. Oh yeah, it never ends.
I can't shut it off.
No.
Unless you give me like drugs.
So that's why I put podcasts in my ears, and I have other people talking in my ears to get me to actually like my inner monologue to listen to something else.
Yeah.
Try to get other people talking.
No, it's true. Also like meditation is supposed to help too, like quiet your mind.
Yeah, I do that a little bit too. Dude, I am sad to say that I've just been doom scrolling way too much this past like week.
I think you and everybody else, man, like life has just been, at least, okay, so in America,
I'm so sad to say
we're privileged, we're great, whatever, but we're going through a period of time that is genuinely fucked.
Yeah.
And I don't begrudge anybody from being thrown off of their healthy mental routine in any way whatsoever, because we are being bombarded constantly with negative information from all directions.
Right.
And so be it. It is what it is. So
it's been bad.
I wouldn't beat yourself up. Everything ebbs and flows.
Yeah. The problem is that like I get the mechanical of just like opening my phone, and then my thumb automatically like goes to the social media app because like my brain is like, that gives you the dopamine. That gives you the dopamine.
Yeah, literally addiction.
And literally I'm sitting there and I'm like, wasn't I supposed to be sending an email?
Mm-hmm. I think all of us are addicted to dopamine. I am.
Oh, I'm for sure. But I just got to work to just doom scroll just 5 less minutes tomorrow,
So what
just be a little better.
So for Instagram, you can like program like hours of time.
No. My problem is that I go Facebook, then I go TikTok, then I go Instagram, and then I hit back Facebook, and then I hit back TikTok, and then I bang, and then I bang, and then I bunk, and then I bunk.
Maybe you just have to delete one. Start there. Get rid of like.
And then I go into my email, and then I go into that email, and then I go into this email, and then I bump.
Because I deleted Facebook, and
I need them all. I'm addicted.
You can delete Facebook. Fuck
no,
Mark.
Dude.
Fuck Mark.
Yeah,
fuck Meta.
I agree. I agree a little bit, but I mean, Facebook Marketplace. I love it. It's great.
Oh, okay.
I get. One thing that our listeners may or may not know is that I like a sports card or two. So like my like sports card groups are on Facebook stuff, and I'm in. They got me, and that's okay. I'll let it be.
No, I'm Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit. Those are my 3 that I flip between. And
I do love a good Reddit page. Love. One of the best things in the world.
I can spend a lifetime on Reddit.
Yeah.
There's so much in there. Mm-hmm. There's so much out. It's honestly, it's an amazing resource, and it's a terrible app.
It's great.
Like, it really just sucks me in so hard. I go deep on like, one thing that I love to read on Reddit is like, am I the asshole? I love that, because it's just like, it's little like mini soap. It's mini, reality TV blurbs of people's lives. And I love it. And next thing you know, I've spent like 2 hours reading people's stories, if they're the assholes or not. And I'm judging them, being like, yeah, you kind of are the asshole.
Dude, Reddit. I go on Reddit and I'm just like, how did somebody put my thoughts on this? Like, I swear to, it's it is the most human, like, from mind to keyboard, like, very I don't know.
It kind of makes me think that, like, there's no original thought. Like,
That hasn't been had.
yeah, like everybody has thought of it. Like somebody has thought a thought that you have thunk.
Maybe fact. Maybe fact.
You know, living or dead, somebody has thought the thought that you thunk. I believe that.
You think so?
I think so.
I think that you're right sometimes, and sometimes like Severance, Cobell. You know, she
No.
invented it.
Yes.
You think? Where do you think she got the idea? How do you think that she? I don't know.
Got the idea of severance?
Yeah, like why was she working on that?
The idea of mind control.
Is that what they said?
No, but that's my inference. It's like,
Oh, you're just inferencing.
that's my guess. But if Lumen was huffing, if getting their people to huff chemicals so they would be more, I don't know, subservient to Lumen, then that could lead you down a path of thinking to what is the ultimate form of getting these people to be subservient. And it's, I don't know, multiple personalities. It's, what is it? Dissociative identity disorder. You shove these totally subservient personalities within people, and then go from there. I don't know.
And then you go from
I mean,
there.
like, it's everything. I guess in theory, you can trace every thought to like its simplest form,
right.
and that thought has already been had.
Something to think about.
Deep stuff.
Okay.
Deep things.
All right. Let's take
Bringing out my philosophy classes that I took.
Yeah.
Love it.
Whew,
Love philosophy.
Speaking of philosophy, I think that the people have waited long enough. You ready to tell them your hill?
My yes. My
yes.
So my hill today is very much pointed at something that I deal with on a daily basis at work.
Okay.
And it is incredibly frustrating and I hate it.
Okay.
So I'll just say what my hill is, and then I'll give it some context. So my hill is that if you reach out to me asking for something, you need to give me context of what that something is in the first ask. So if you say, "Hey, Mike, can you do XYZ?" "Hey, Mike, are you able to do XYZ?"
Okay.
I need that in the first time you reach out to me, especially in a work context.
Instead of them saying,
"Hey, Michael."
Just trying to start a conversation.
That's it.
Oh,
That's
weird.
It. My manager, every time, and I'm talking every time, he reaches out to me on Slack for a question, help with something, or he needs me to clarify whatever. He doesn't say the ask in the first reach out.
Lame.
He just says, "Hey, Michael. Hi, Michael. Hello, Michael."
Yeah, I get that sometimes. Sometimes it's like a hello, sir, hi, sir type of thing. Good morning, sir type of thing. But usually when that's happening, they're not waiting for me to respond. They're just like starting that off and then they like start typing.
No, he waits for me to respond.
Oh, lame.
It's so fucked.
It
is so fucked to the point where like I've said to him like, you need to stop doing this. I went to like our senior manager and I was like, dude,
our senior.
I was like, you need to coach this kid on how to fucking talk, and he's like in his mid-30s, and like, you need to do something else because this is driving me crazy. And he still does it. He did it today, and I can't take it. So that's my hill, man. If you reach out to me and you need something from me, you need to tell me what that is right away.
Mm.
You need at least, or give me a hint of like what it's going to be. Like, hey, are you free this day at this time? Like, hit me with something that gives me context of like what could possibly be. But if you just hit me with like a, "Hey, Michael, hey, Mike," that could be fucking anything. And where my mind goes, because I'm a negative Nancy, is immediately, "Oh, I'm getting fired."
There you go.
Or like, "Oh, I'm in trouble." Or like something negative. It doesn't, I don't think positive, especially at work.
No, why should you? Work's not positive.
And especially like my manager's history of just being an asshole. Like he has a history of like for example, I mean, not to.
Careful what you say here.
I know, because I mean, I don't think they know that I do this, but
it doesn't matter.
But they don't. But no, I won't say it then. I'll end it there, just to be safe.
All right.
But I can't. It needs to change.
Step it up, manager. Are you interested in my hill or?
Yeah.
Tell me. Cut it.
No.
My hill is a little selfish.
That's fair.
No, it's totally fair.
Technically, my hill's selfish too.
But I also think that, a lot of people might relate to it. So, whatever. My hill is if I'm outside with my dog, do not so much as look at my dog to get his attention. Do not so much as do not drive your car down the street and park right in front of where I'm out with my dog. Do not let him lose his attention, because to get him back on track sometimes is so frustrating. We just gotta,
Here, this sleepy baby right here.
Yeah, the best dog in the world. The absolute best thing in the world. And, it's a little selfish of me to say, but
he gets distracted.
Oh, do not make eye contact with my boy like that. When he's got to take care of his business, let him take care of his business first, and then And then it throws off his whole thing. It throws off me. It's a throw off. We can't have it, and I die on that hill.
Really
strict. Unfortunately, can't control it as much as I'd like to.
Okay,
but
no, I mean that's
I'd
dogs.
Like
that's dogs.
Yeah,
they're very excitable animals.
They sure are. So that's how I feel about that, and
that's what Nicole needs with Remy. Nicole and Joe need that with Remy. That dog is fucking that thing.
Yeah, he's intense. But I will say that I've been loving this weather that we've been having. It's been nice to get out, take a step here, take a step there.
Yeah, spring is sprunging.
Feels good to get some extra steps in.
It's kind of jarring. Like sometimes I'll especially today or yesterday, when I left work and it wasn't dark, I was like, I don't like this. I'm unsettled because I expected one thing and it's not what I expected.
Yeah, I literally was like, oh my God. Weather? It gets warmer?
God. You know what also could be my hill?
Tell me. Let's go. Let's
double down fucking on savings time.
You're anti. It doesn't really bother me that much.
No, I'm still feeling it.
Really?
I hate it. Especially gaining an hour, great, love it. Let's keep doing that.
Okay.
But when I lose an hour and all of a sudden 2 a.m. becomes 4 a.m., I fucking hate it.
Doesn't bother me.
It kills people.
Doesn't bother me at all.
It literally kills people. It's how many thousands of people in the United States die because of daylight savings time? It literally kills people. It gives them heart attacks. It causes issues with their medications. It literally kills people. It should not be a thing. I hate it. Get rid of it. It's useless. The whole reason it was designed is to make the workers hate their life just a little bit less as they were getting exploited by their corporate overlords.
Well, I mean, you're probably not going to want to do this, but
Luigi.
If you got such a problem with daytime savings, you should just move to Arizona.
I might. I might just do that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to solve your problem here of
or to an Indian reservation.
Okay, that's fine. There you go. Yeah.
Because they don't do daylight savings.
Okay. Let me know what the rent's like. I'm curious.
Probably cheap.
I'm curious.
Probably cheap.
Yeah. Let me know what the Wi-Fi's like.
You can get satellite.
Anyway.
You get satellite.
So yeah, that's what I think about that.
Great.
Any questions, comments, concerns?
I'll write an email.
Write an email?
Okay. Yeah, it's sofatomatoespod@gmail.com.
Write it. Okay, cool. Well,
I have nothing else.
You don't have anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I could keep going, but
just close top. Just cap it off. Cap it off for me. You got any sourdough update? Anything going on?
I haven't done anything with Bridget lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's still alive. She's still kicking in the refrigerator. She's still vibing.
Okay.
But no, I haven't made a sourdough loaf lately.
She's resting.
Maybe I'll do that when I go home.
She's resting.
I'll feed her so I can make a loaf tomorrow.
Okay. All right. I got nothing else either. I mean, you good?
Great.
Great.
We're back. This is
all right.
Another episode in the books.
All right, great. Thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. I'm Tom Sofa.
I'm Mike Tomato.
And
like, comment, subscribe. Leave a review. Roast us.
Guys, Mike's going to be in India next week. I know we might have talked about this already, but...
No, I'm in India the week after next week.
The week after next week. So don't even worry about what I'm saying right now.
So there'll be one more episode and then India.
Yeah, but we're going to try to give you guys some...
Yeah, we'll try and bank one for you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Anyway, what if we do something like on the road? What if we get weird with it?
On the road? What do you mean?
I don't know. Like these are lobs, so we just like hook them up and like Sofa Tomatoes out and about. I don't know.
You mean like if we like went and like podcasted at like a restaurant or like...
I don't know, something.
Like a park or like...
Yeah.
Something. Okay.
Like thrifting and potting.
Ooh, a little thrifting pod.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We'll think about it. We'll discuss.
Circle back.
Yeah.
4th podcast coming soon. All right. Thanks, you guys.
Bye.
Bye. If we wait 8 more seconds, it's 55 minutes and 55 seconds. I want it. 4, 3, 2, 1.